If you follow me over on Twitter, you may have noticed on the 1st of August, I posted an announcement that said I was going to remove display ads from one of my travel websites for a number of reasons, which we'll get into in just a moment. So I was going to run that experiment for quite a few months, but I actually pulled the plug on the experiment quite early after 30 days. And in this video, we're going to go over the results, what actually happened to the website. Did I make more money? Did traffic go through the roof? What actually happened to the website once I took away all those annoying display ads? What actually happened? But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe. And at the end of the video, if you did find this enjoyable or entertaining or informative, remember to hit that thumbs up button because it really does help the channel out. So to give you a little bit of context, this is a travel website that I've been building for around a year now. The site at the start of the experiment was getting around 65,000 page views, and it was earning anywhere between $100 and $250 from affiliate commissions, usually through Booking.com, which was the only affiliate program that's really working on that site. So we had two monetization methods: display ads with Ezoic and affiliate commissions from Booking.com. So at the end of July, for around 65,000 page views, you can see we was earning around $500 to $600 per month. Traffic was growing, everything looked really good on the site, but why did I then decide to take display ads off? Well, it was for a number of reasons. Firstly, the RPM, or the amount of revenue the display ads were generating per 1,000 visitors, was really low. And at some points, on some days, I even contemplated if it was even worth having those ugly display ads on my website that was ruining the user experience and making the website look quite trashy on some pages. The second reason is curiosity. Many people on Twitter were saying once they removed display ads, whether that be Ezoic or any other ad network provider, from their website, they saw their traffic triple, even 5x, pretty much within a month or two of taking display ads off. So I was curious if this would actually happen. And reason number three, I was interested to see if having no display ads on a travel website, would it increase the amount of bookings I get for hotels and flights and insurance? Would a clean looking, very easy to read, user-friendly website create more bookings? I was curious to find out if that would happen. The reason being is sometimes when you land on a page, some of the display ads can actually be a little bit sneaky and they can look like Booking.com widgets or boxes or links. Sometimes you click it and you don't know where you're going and you jump off of the website and you land on some random website that you never even knew you was going to. So having a lovely clean page with a clear call to action for Booking.com or Expedia, would that increase my bookings? And the final reason, number four, was user experience. So would taking display ads off of my website increase the amount of people that stayed on the website? Would my bounce rate improve? Would the time on page increase? And overall, would I see more page views from the users that land on my website? So 4 reasons why I did this. There was a lot of comments on Twitter saying one of the reasons I'm doing this is because I'd fallen out of love with Ezoic. And actually, it wasn't anything to do with that. Yes, display ad revenue was low. I would be interested to see what this website will earn on another ad network provider. There's no doubt about that. I would like to test that. But it wasn't just because I wanted to stop using Ezoic. There were a lot of factors involved. Mainly, I wanted to see if the traffic would go through the roof, like everybody said it would, once taking display ads off. So, did it? Well, let me give you some of the results now. So to give you a really quick rundown, my actual traffic did not go up, not through the month of August. In fact, my traffic was about 2 or 3% down. It went from 65,000 page views down to about 63,000 page views. Now again, wait till the end because there are a few caveats that we need to remember about this test. So what did revenue do? Well, obviously we got no display ad revenue, so we lost about $300 or $400. In fact, I think it was probably more like $450 to $500 we lost. But did we gain all that back through Booking.com? Because remember, now we have a lovely clean website without any distractions with display ads, so surely we made a load more money from Booking.com. As a matter of fact, we did get quite a few bookings from Booking.com. However, August is one of the best months for people to be on holiday, start thinking about holidays for next year. In fact, me and my wife have sat down in the month of August and booked next year's holiday. So is August just a really good time for travel websites? Or were those increases in sales due to the fact that the pages are very clean, tidy, and very specific with a great call to action? Very difficult to answer that, but certainly in the month of August, sales was up. So what about time on page, bounce rate, and all those metrics? Well, they didn't actually change that much at all. Yes, people did stay on page longer, just a few seconds, no remarkable difference. As we said before, traffic did not really go up. We didn't see anything in Google Search Console to really report back, i.e. there was no huge peaks in rankings and there was no decreases in rankings. It was the usual growth that I would have expected through that month of August. So before I come to the conclusion and let you know if it was a good idea to take display ads off of the website, let me just cover a couple of those caveats. So one of the reasons I pulled the plug on the experiment and I only left that website with no display ads for 30 days, my intention was to maybe leave it for 60 or 90 days. A lot of people on Twitter pointed out that the actual test was very flawed, and I have to agree with them. To get a good comparison, we would have had to have left that website untouched. No new articles, no improving the content, no adding backlinks. Basically, no work would have to be done on that website. And I have a team on that website that all need to earn a living and make some money. So I didn't really want to stop adding content. I'd already purchased and paid for a Haro linking service from Linkify, which was working really well. And in fact, through the month of August, they added 8 very, very powerful Haro links to that website. Then you've also got to consider the time of month. So in August, is it a really good month for a travel website compared to the previous month or the months ahead? So it's very, very difficult to do a test like this. I don't know how you would be able to do a very static test and get some true, accurate data. There was also some very technical people that also pointed out that removing the script, the display ad script from your website can have an adverse effect on your website. Sometimes Google uses all that script to understand your content and your niche, and it displays the right adverts on your pages, i.e. let's say you have a website about cars, you will usually see ads about cars. Therefore, Google apparently can use that data and understand your content and your niche better, and maybe that does help with rankings in some cases. Some other SEO experts also said I would need to leave that website without any display ads on for around 3 to 6 months for all that script to come off of the website and have some clear data with a clean, script-free website. Again, those 2 points I am not too sure about. I'm not very technical in that manner. So again, they were saying the experiment was quite flawed. So in conclusion, was it a good thing to remove the display ads from my travel website? I don't think it was a good idea. I basically just lost around $400 to $500 in display ad revenue. We are heading into the best part of the year, Q4, where we earn the most money from display ads, and currently I have no display ads on that site. To make it worthwhile, I would have had to see Booking.com increase by about 5 times to make it worthwhile not having display ads on the site. It did not send my traffic through the roof. My rankings did not shoot to the sky. There was very little change in that website. It's still on a natural, progressive, organic path, each day increasing, but there was no peaks or troughs. I basically just lost about $500 in display ads. So for me, on this particular site, I don't think it was wise to take the display ads off. It was a fun test. I hope everybody on Twitter and here on YouTube enjoyed it, but I don't think it'll be something I'll be doing again. Now, there are some websites that I agree probably do not warrant having display ads. If you have an e-commerce site where you're purely trying to sell items, your content is a store or a shop front, you do not want ads on that type of website. But if it's a blog with informational posts and a few product posts, then display ads, in my opinion, are absolutely fine. If you take a look at some of the biggest websites in the world that earn millions each month, they are also running display ads. So if it's good enough for them, I'm sure it's good enough for me and maybe for your site as well. So I hope you enjoyed the experiment. It was fun. I would have loved to have kept it running for 3 to 6 months, but I didn't fancy losing $3,000 or $4,000 in display ads. It's money I just cannot afford to lose. So thanks for joining me. Remember, if you've enjoyed this video and you found it helpful or entertaining, hit that thumbs up button and comment below. Have you ever taken display ads off of your site, or are you looking to put them on? Thanks for joining me. I'll see you very soon.